Here we have an iPhone 6s Plus that came in for no touch. Already removed the screen, and we're gonna inspect the phone and see what's going on. Customer said that he replaced the battery. He probably removed the screen, and I'm thinking there's a problem at the FEC connector area of the screen. Under the FEC connector there are a lot of filters. They can easily get knocked off by mistake. I've done a lot of those repairs on YouTube. Let's take a look at this one and see if that's the case. And right off the bat we see the piece that goes around the FEC connector. It's been tampered with right here. What the customer probably did is he tried to pry the screen connector off the board, and he ended up ripping components from under this thing here with his nail. That's what probably happened. And a lot of times when you use a prying tool and try to pry the screen connector off the board, you end up ripping components from under here. I'm very sure that we're gonna find ripped components from under this thing here. And yeah, look at this, look at this. We see a component stuck right there. And that's a filter. That filter is missing from right here. So we have to solder it back. If we look at the board diagram, the component that we have missing is this one here. And that's FL425-1. And this is an SPI AP2 touch SCLK con. Without this filter, touch is not gonna work. We've done tons of videos about this very same issue. So let's go ahead and put that component back, and we should be up and running in no time. We have one of our UNI-T tweezers here, and I love the fact that this tweezer is so thin and narrow, fine tip. I went over it in yesterday's video. Right now it looks like we have how many missing components? We have one missing component. Yeah, right there, the filter. Just a quick warning, the filter can snap and fly away to our 9th dimension, like I always mention. Okay, good. Let's put it right here. I mean, look at how fine this tweezer is. I love it. I love it. Very nice. This component is the 1005 size. It's the tiniest component on the board. The absolute tiniest component on the board. We are dealing with super microscopic pads here. So we need a soldering tip that would work for those pads, for those tiny pads. I have a lot of tips here, but of course we're gonna use our accidentally bent tip. This is the finest tip that I have in the shop here, and this tip at one point in time fell on the floor and the tip got bent 90 degrees. And I use it for tiny pads like this. Now I do have a lot of other bent tips, but nothing comes close to this one. Let me show you what I mean under the microscope. You see how that tip got bent 90 degrees? Now I have a lot more bent tips, like this one. I have the chisel bent tip, which is bigger, but I like this one because it's narrow and will do the job perfect. What I want to do is apply 2 solder blobs on those pads. Maybe we should zoom in. We need a tiny bit of flux. I mean, when I say tiny, I mean tiny. Fume extractor on. Okay, and let's grab the component. Now we can solder this component in 2 ways. Okay, we can use our soldering iron, and we can apply the tip of the soldering iron to both ends of the component, heat will transfer through the component and it's going to solder itself down. Or we can use hot air. Just for the sake of trying something different, let's use our soldering iron. Just like that. We're not done yet. Now, of course, I can reflow that component if I want to, but I do not have to. Okay, very nice. Very nice. The component is soldered down in place. Very solid. We're gonna assemble the screen and test together. Okay, so we have the customer's screen here, and we do not know if the customer's screen is good or not, but we're gonna assume that it's good. Let's take a look at it under the microscope quick. Okay, we should be good. Let's try it. Okay, so the cables are all plugged in, and then we're gonna plug the battery in, and we do not know if the battery is charged or if we need to charge it, but let's try to power it on and see. Battery is charged, which is something unusual. Almost always every device we get in, the battery is not charged, and we have a customer. No one is home. What's up, man? How are you?
I heard you guys have dealt with this problem.
Switch? Yeah. We are the masters of fixing switches. What's wrong with the switch?
Right now, I have it plugged in. This is a mod-chip right here, but it's only plugged into the NAND right here.
Okay.
So the mod-chip isn't functional right now. Whenever you boot it, it only boots into the switch logo. And I've heard that it might be these little tiny capacitors like on the side here. And I don't know how to fix them.
I had 4 customers lined up there. I took care of all of them at once. And the phone should be on. Let's go ahead and try it. I do not want to show the face of the customer. Yes. Touch is working. Delete. Click on emergency and awesome. We're gonna call the customer to come and pick up. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions, and we'll do something else in the next video.